Our PAC Kid Spotlight this month is Miss Alexis Hayes, and Alexis is a seventh grader at TK Stone. How are you today, ma'am?
I am doing very well today.
You are just getting started at school. How many days of class have you had now?
I have had 4 days of class.
And you are doing NTI, right?
Yeah,
Yay! We all love NTI.
yeah,
It's bet
sometimes.
it's better than last spring though for you, right?
Yes, very. A lot of teachers have learned how to use it better than last year.
Old dogs, new tricks. Yes. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you this month is you've been busy this summer doing things online. You've continued to be creative. What kind of things have you been doing?
Well, I have been very involved with the National Ballet. I did some online classes with them, and then I did an online intensive. I did some classes with the Louisville Ballet, an intensive with Miss Sherry. I did some drama sessions with Miss C from my school, and I have been practicing piano a lot.
Now, as I was saying before, when we had to start over before we started over the recording, I understand what an in-person dance intensive would be. What is that like online?
It's very different, but you can still get the same benefit out of it. I learned some new things, but then it was kind of complicated because, like, I have a sort of big house, and so there's not much extra space of rooms and stuff. So we turned the office, which is what I'm in right now, into my own mini like dance studio. I have a dance bar, and then we got some Marley floor to put down, and
Wow.
so it was interesting, and it wasn't the same type of thing because the teachers couldn't correct you like they could in class. But I learned some new things, and it was definitely interesting.
Yeah, I think so much of my limited dance experience is is it's so important to have that dance instructor there in front of you to push your shoulders down and relax, raise your chin, relax your hand. There's a lot of physical connection in correcting a dancer. So I can imagine how difficult that would be. It takes a lot of patience on your part and on the teachers.
Yes, yeah.
So what was one of the things that you learned during your intensives?
Well, so I learned some new like dance moves, and I also learned how to persevere. Like I I'm sort of patient sometimes, and I stick with things, but online it's even more difficult than just a regular dance class. So I had to stick with doing those classes because I could have easily just said I don't enjoy doing this and I don't want to do this, and so I could have quit. But I stuck through the whole thing, and I had a fun time doing it.
Well, I think Miss Caldera Bratska, she worked with you this summer as well. What was that like?
Well, so we did basically the same activities that we would have been able to do in person, just online. And some of them were kind of difficult to do because we did this thing where we would pass a pen, and like we would make a pen a different object, and then we would pass it on to somebody else. And on her screen, it was different, like we were organized in a different way than it was on our screen. Like I would be next to somebody on her screen and not be the next to the same person on my screen. So it was a little difficult because we would have to pass the pen to that person, and but it was fun and got a lot of benefit, and we got to write our own monologues, and then she gave us some to read and memorize to the other group of people, and it was fun because I knew most of the people, and so I got to interact with people that I knew that I hadn't seen in a while. So
I think the socialization of going to class and seeing people in the hallways, that's a big part of, I know what I'm missing right now is seeing the kids. We've got some kids, we're with Hardin County Schools, and we've got some kids in the hallway, but it's not the same energy.
Yeah.
And I also understand you got to do something with your church. Did some kind of parenting
Yes.
or something?
Yes. So for a while, my church, we did videos for our Wednesday night program. And then we decided, since so we were still in quarantine for our VBS, we decided to do these videos. And there were 3 main characters, and it was me and 2 other people from my church. And so we would go over there once or twice a week, and we would record for 4 hours. And it would be a long time, but it was fun because we were all friends, and it was funny because we all had different personalities. So
Yeah, it's one of the things I like about theater is getting to meet people that you don't share the same personalities or maybe the same history, and you make these brand new friends, and you start creating your own history together.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. And you've returned to dance now, and I think it probably looks different than it used to as well.
Yes. Yeah, so Miss Sherry, she's my teacher for most of the classes. There's only one class I don't have with her, and that's modern. But it's basically, we're doing the same things that we would in a normal class. It's just that we wear masks, we stay separated, and then we clean our bars after she mops the floor. And so it's kind of like the same class, it's just with all the social distancing rules.
Your number of people in the class smaller so you can social distance more?
Yes, so most of the time it's like 10 to 11 people.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had to keep some of the classes short. So like some of the people I was in classes last year, I'm not in the classes this year with some of the same people, but it's going pretty well.
And are you dancing with or without a mask on?
I'm dancing with a mask on, but she gives us mask breaks, so we all spread out around the entire classroom and face the wall, and we get to take our mask off and have a water break as well.
Wow. How is it to dance with the mask on?
It's difficult. I mean, I can still breathe. I don't wear like my heaviest mask to that class.
Gotcha.
I wear like a more breathable mask, but it still is protecting. And so it's a little hard to breathe sometimes, especially in jumps and doing like turns and all that kind of stuff, but it's doable.
Just think how strong your lungs will be on the other side of all of this.
Yes.
And how much stamina and breath control that you're going to have. You're going to be incredible. You'll be like a gazelle because you've got all of that extra energy from breathing so hard through the mask now.
Yes, yeah.
Well, what are you looking at down the road? What are you excited about in the school year or in dance? What kind of things are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm hoping this will happen. I'm not sure, but the Nutcracker.
Ah,
I love doing
that for 6 years now.
Yes, I have, and I have enjoyed doing it all of those years. Very fun and exciting. I'm hoping that we can go in person in school. That way we can try and have a drama program this year and do a play. Might not happen though, but I also, if we can do youth theater this year, I would like to audition for that. I did the workshops last year, but we weren't able to do show this year. But yeah, I would like to audition for that. And then a while down the road, whenever I'm older, I want to try out for audition for Governor School of the Arts.
Oh yeah, that's an incredible program. Yeah, I really missed youth theater this summer. That's probably the thing that hurts the most for me right now. We had shows that had to be canceled, but youth theater's the thing that really hurt. We had to cancel our musical this fall, but we'll have another musical next fall. But there'll be, that would have been your first summer in youth theater, and it would have been some kids' last summer in youth theater. So that is tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So actually, what got me into doing youth theater is my aunt. She did youth theater and she got a scholarship from it. many years ago. And so I enjoy dancing and I enjoy acting, so that's a good thing to do over the summer. So
Absolutely. And it'll keep you out of trouble.
yeah.
What have you done in Nutcracker the last 6 years? What dances have you done?
Well, so I have been a mouse, I have been a gumdrop, I have been a pulcinella, a gingerbread, a party girl. Last year I was like the Arabian helpers thing. I forgot what it's called. I was the Russian dance. I also was Chinese, and I'm pretty sure been a lot of roles. Can't remember all of them.
It all kind of blurs together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wait till you're my age. It really gets blurry.
Yeah, I remember like my first 3 years and like the last year I remember, but other than that, it's all a blur.
Everything in between, yeah, it gets a little fuzzy. Well, what do you miss the most about the PAC?
Well, I miss getting to see like some of the performances there. I did enjoy, before I was able to be in youth theater, I loved going to see them, all the performances at the PAC, and I also miss getting to do performances.
Yeah.
They would always like bring all of the girls at the dance center, they would always, performances at the PAC would bring us closer because we would all be like in the same dressing room together, so we would constantly talk to each other, and it was a lot of fun, so I'm gonna miss that.
Well, hopefully we'll get you guys back in those dressing rooms really soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate your patience, and we look forward to seeing you soon at the PAC.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.